Hello grade 5, how are you today? I really miss you, all of you. Okay, before that, or today we are gonna talk about the chapter or 7 in the story. I think all of you really love story. Me too, I love story too. Okay, this chapter is talking about the trial. Okay, the meaning of the trial, that meaning that they are in the court. They are in the court. Okay, but let's remember in chapter 6, Antonio sent a message to Bassanio. In chapter 6, let's remember, Antonio sent a message to his friend Bassanio. He was telling him that his ships didn't arrive and he has to give Shylock a flesh or a pound of his flesh to Shylock because he couldn't give him his money. Okay, he told him in that message that he wants to see Bassanio before he dies. He wants to see Bassanio for the last time before he dies. And we know that Bassanio, when he read that message, his face became white. His face became white because he is very sad for his friend. Okay, but Bassanio decided to tell Portia. He decided to tell Portia about what happened and the contract between him and Shylock. So Portia decided to help Antonio and Bassanio, and she told him that she will give him any money. She will give him any money to make Antonio free again. Okay, let's complete this chapter and know what happened in chapter 7. Okay, the trial. Right after the wedding ceremony, Bassanio and Grattanio said goodbye to their brides. And they left for Venice. So they said goodbye for their brides and they left for Venice. Portia wrote a note to her cousin. So now Portia wrote a note to her cousin, Dr. Bellario, who was an experienced lawyer. Okay, what did she tell him? She told him about Antonio and Shylock. She asked him for his expert opinion on the case. What else? She also asked him to send her some of his lawyer's robes. This is the most important. Okay? She asked him to send her some of his lawyer's robes. The next day, a messenger brought the clothes to Portia, along with a message containing Dr. Bellario's advice. What did Dr. Bellario tell Portia, or what is his advice to Portia? Portia told everyone she was going to stay in a convent for a few days until her husband returned. She took Nersa with her and asked Jessica and Lorenzo to take care of her house. So now we know that Portia and Nersa will leave, and they will leave their house. They will leave Jessica and Lorenzo to take care of her house. Come, Nersa, we have to reach Venice tonight, said Portia. Portia were in Belmont, okay? But after that she went to Venice. Why? In order to save Antonio and Bassanio and in order to help them. So Portia now told Nersa, let's reach Venice. Venice I thought we were going to have some quiet time in convent, said Nersa in surprise. No, just put on this men clothes quickly. Portia is telling Nersa to put on some those men's clothes quickly. And I will explain everything on the way, said Portia. Nersa, men? Why should we dress like men? Just do it now. I will tell you everything. Hurry up. Okay. When Portia and Nersa arrived in Venice, they were both dressed as two gentlemen. So now the question here, who were wearing like a two gentlemen? The answer is Portia and Nersa, and we will know why now, okay? Meanwhile, Antonio was in the court. Waiting for his trial to begin. I'm so sad for him because he helped his friend and now he is in the court. Let's complete. Bassanio was standing near to him. Now his friend Bassanio was standing near to him, and Shylock was sitting with a vicious smile on his face. He's very happy. Why he is very happy? Because he made Antonio be in the trial, and he will be blamed, and he will take a pound of flesh from him. Okay, let's complete. The Duke, it means the Duke here means the judge. Okay, the Duke started by addressing Antonio. I'm so sorry for you, Antonio. Your enemy is cruel. Who is his enemy? Who can tell me? Shylock, yes, very good. Your enemy is very cruel. I have spoken to him personally. I have tried to persuade him to consider all the losses you have suffered in the past month and to show some mercy. But he has refused to listen, said the Duke. When we hear these words, we know that everyone loves Antonio, even the Duke too. He loved him so much. Why? Because he spoke to Shylock personally. He told him that I have tried to persuade him to consider all the losses you have suffered in the past month and to show some mercy, but he refused. Shylock refused to listen to him. Why? Because he hates Antonio so much and he wants to take a pound of flesh from him. Let's complete. I am very grateful to you, sir. I am very grateful to you, sir. I know you have tried many times to talk to Shylock, but if he doesn't want to change his mind and show any kindness or mercy, then I am ready for anything, said Antonio bravely. Said Antonio, how was Antonio when he was talking? He was talking so bravely, okay? He thanked the judge or the Duke so much, and he told him, if Shylock doesn't want to listen to you or to change his mind or to show any kind of kindness or mercy, I'm ready for anything. Okay, that means that Antonio is a very good person and he is so brave too. Okay. Shylock, one more time I ask you, are you not willing to show any mercy? The Duke asked again. That means that the Duke loves Antonio so much. Looking towards Shylock, who was carrying a big sharp knife. So we know that from this word that Shylock went to the trial with a very big knife, big sharp knife. He wants to take a pound of flesh. He doesn't want any money. He only wants to take a pound of flesh. Mercy? Oh no, no mercy. I want a trial. I want his pound of flesh, said Shylock. Do you like Shylock after these words? No, I don't like him. I hate him. Mercy? Oh no, no mercy. I want a trial. I want his pound of flesh, said Shylock, with a tone that reflected real hatred words towards Antonio. The meaning of hatred, hate. The meaning of mercy, some kind of forgive. I offer you 6,000 gold coins instead of 3,000. 6,000 instead of 3,000. 6,000 instead of 3,000. When we make 3 times 2, it will be 6. Said Bassanio, I don't want your money, even if you offer me 6 times the sum. I want the law to be applied. The bond signed, the bond, it means a contract or the deal between Shylock and Antonio. He signed, said that if he could not pay the 3,000 gold coins on time, I have the right to a pound of his flesh. That's why I want more than all the money you may offer, said Shylock. When we look at this chapter, we can find that all people loves all people. Loves Shylock. All people love Shylock. Loves Antonio. All people loves Antonio. The reversal of it, all people hates Shylock. Okay, let's revise our chapter today. We found that Bassanio went to his friend with Gratanio, and then after him Portia and Nersa, but they dressed in an gentleman. They went to the trial, okay? The Duke himself told Antonio that I spoke personally to Shylock, but he refused to listen or to show any kind of mercy. Okay, and Shylock himself said, I will not show any kind of mercy. I will not take any money if you give me, even if you give me 6 times of the money. Okay? Only thing I want is to have my pound of flesh from Antonio. He is a very bad person. Okay? But in the same way, Antonio is a very brave person, and he is is a very good person. Okay? Now, grade 5, we have finished our lesson today. Thank you for listening. I will give you some questions, and you have to listen to the video and try to answer these questions. Thank you. Bye.